Hey folks, welcome to the 31st Isometria devlog. In this week's episode, I'm going to talk about some UI improvements, item changes and additions such as Greatswords, minor changes to ranged units, and some updates to the second boss, Bones, some new sound effects, and some particle performance improvements. Let's get started. UI improvements this week include the ability to ctrl-v text into text input boxes, such as the player name entry or world name entry or host name entry, making it easier to just get on with whatever you were doing. The caps lock key now works properly with the shift key, so things like text will work, and shifting while entering the text will also work correctly, as you'd expect in a regular text editor. A variety of new Greatswords have been added to the game, ranging from stone all the way up to the bone Greatsword. These swords have a longer reach and are slightly more stamina intensive, but they do considerably more damage and they swing for a longer period of time. These were added because some of the shorter swords felt a little too hard to use when fighting bosses, so adding a little extra range should give melee players a better chance at having a little bit more fun. Since swimming was added to the game, items that were previously disappearing when dropped into the water because you couldn't get to them are no longer disappearing. Now they will drop into the water and you can just pick them up like a regular item. Slight changes to the Spoder Bro and other ranged units AI were added. Specifically, when a Spoder Bro will try to attack you, he will not move until he is finally finished shooting his web, giving you enough time to run up to him and attack him if you're melee. Otherwise, if you're too close and after he shoots, he will retreat. Bones is mostly done now. He has his third move, which spawns some stalactites that will fall from the ceiling close to you. Let's check it out. Still needs a bit of work and some of the sound effects need updating, but otherwise his moves are more or less done. Just need some fine tuning. New sound effects have been added to the shovel use on tiles. Now each tile has a sound effect associated with it when the shovel is used on it. You'll also notice that the dirt sound effect and the ice sound effect have been added. These sound effects are also present when hitting blocks or mining certain things that are dirt, clay, or ice related. I'll have to update the regular hit sound effect for rocks and other materials for something that's a little bit better than a couple metal utensils banging against each other that I recorded in my kitchen. So until then, we'll deal with it. One change to the particle system has been added, specifically when there are large numbers of particles on the screen. Some of the particles will be culled and removed randomly so that the FPS doesn't maintain a low level for too long. This mostly happens using bombs or other explosives in densely populated areas, but the performance increase has been considerable when those kinds of things are happening. That's it for this week, folks. I'm glad to be back and working on Isometria. If you haven't wishlisted it yet, go ahead over to Steam and wishlist it now. Also, like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It really does help. Thank you so much. See you next week.